the representative of Germany. I now give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation.
Thank you, Mr. President. At the San Francisco conference that prepared the UN Charter, the 75th anniversary of which we will be marking next year, one of the key subjects of disagreement was the question of the scope of the use of the right of veto, whether it should be unconditional or whether there should be conditions applied to it. Then the Soviet Union was in favor of the right of veto being an unconditional right and applying to all matters discussed by the Security Council, including proposals on matters to be discussed. At the time, the delegations of the United States, the United Kingdom, and France, and other countries objected to that approach from the Soviet Union. Ultimately, their logic prevailed, and today, in the Security Council, when we want to discuss a matter and any country objects, a permanent member of the Security Council does not apply their veto, but we vote on procedural matters. Then those delegations justified their positions, saying that the unconditional use of the right of veto would be a violation of freedom of speech. Today, we see with surprise that the delegation of France has adopted the position of the Soviet Union at the time of the drafting of the UN Charter in San Francisco, shedding doubt on the briefer that we invited today to brief us about the situation in Syria. You yourselves constantly ask us about the state of affairs on the ground, and we have tried to make sure that you can hear that firsthand. Nobody is doing more to normalize the situation on the ground in Syria than the Russian Reconciliation Center over all of the years of the conflict. I would like to draw your attention, Mr. President, to the fact that our delegation never shed doubt or questioned briefers that were proposed by those delegations who have today expressed doubts. But if those delegations would like to get bogged down in this game, then we will be ready to support them in future. But I would like to ask the distinguished delegations to listen to our briefer, because he will shed light on many questions that are also of interest to you. Thank you.
I thank the representative of